This in my take of the top 5, this was the biggest shuffle that I've done this week.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, I think things have really shaken up a little bit.
Okay.
And especially with trade deadlines, and a little bit of that kind of is playing in my mind. So I'm going to let you lead it off with your number 1.
All right. I'm still saying Houston.
Okay.
I mean, I've already said it. They can beat the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think the American League is a little tougher than the National League all the way around. I think they play better teams. I don't know if the numbers say that. I just watch enough American League. I guess I watch a lot anyways. But yeah, Houston, number 1.
See, I'm going a big jump here.
Okay.
Dodgers.
Dodgers won.
Dodgers have been lights out. Even in their last 10, they're 7-3, but they have, since the All-Star break and a little before there, they have been, I believe, the hottest team in baseball. I mean, they're getting healthy. They've been beat up. They've kind of gone through, the storm of injuries, I guess, for their fans' sake, and they're going to add another big piece. They, in my opinion, have one of, if not the best chances to be in the World Series and potentially win it. And at this time, being 68-33 and just, almost a plus 200 differential, playing fantastic at home, just as good away, 10 games over 500 against teams over 500. They're a great team. And in my opinion, right now, I think that if the playoffs started today, the Dodgers would have the best chance of winning the World Series. Okay.
I like it. Dodgers are my 2.
Okay.
For the same things you just said.
Yep. And I went Astros. So, I mean, apparently in our brain, if it ended today, we think it's going to be Dodgers, Astros in the World Series. I don't want to see that. All right. I just want to go on record. I don't want to see that World Series. But I think that
it's only fair if both teams get a trash can.
Deal. Yep. There's going to be, although in California, I don't think they're allowed to have trash cans because, it's California.
But just got to throw them around there. Moving along.
All right. Who you got as 3? Mine's going to come as a bit of a surprise, I think.
I'm going to go with the Yankees. As long as Aaron Judge is breathing, the Yankees are number 3. The moment that he is in a rehab, fixing something that breaks, the Yankees are in trouble. He has absolutely pulled this team together. I know a couple of weeks ago, I said Yordan Alvarez was MVP. Then he went on the IL for like 10 days. And in those 10 days, Judge was like, yeah, see you, peace.
Yep.
And Judge has absolutely dragged the Yankees and kept them where they were because they did not play great in July. Aaron Judge did, but the Yankees did not.
It's weird seeing you
not how they were.
It's weird seeing you so passionate talking about the Yankees. I have the other team. I have New York. I have New York at 3.
All right.
And the reason why they're 7-3, they have been a much hotter team, the hottest team in New York, which is weird to say because New York does have the best record in baseball. But over the last couple of games, yes, Aaron Judge is doing big things. Yes, they're acquiring pieces, but I think it's going to take some time for these new pieces to get used to the New York stardom. I think there's going to be a little bit of a fallout because the Yankees aren't in a have to win scenario right now. There's 60 games around there left. And I think they're gonna get, they're 5-5. They've been 5-5 in their last 10, kind of since the All-Star break, a little before. They're winning enough games. I mean, they're 11.5 games over Toronto. I mean, Houston has kind of caught them, but other than Houston, there's no real other threat as the number 1 seed in the AL as of right now. So I think the Yankees are going to kind of take the gas off a little bit, try things out, maybe try some lineup adjustments, try some, pitching things. Who's here? Who we got new toys to play with. They're going to play with them. I think they're going to falter a little bit, and that's why I have the Mets at 3. And they're getting DeGrom back, and they're playing phenomenal baseball. That whole division, the top 3 in the NL East, playing great ball.
Yeah, they are. Mets are my 4.
Okay, so we swapped.
I'm swapped. They won 6 in a row. Atlanta's won 3 in a row. Phillies won 5 in a row. I mean, when you win 6 in a row and aren't gaining a ton, that means your division's really good. But the Mets, for sure, getting DeGrom back. And there's no doubt in my mind they do something at this trade deadline.
Yeah, they will. They're going to do something. Yep, they'll add another piece that's going to make them a little bit better. And so we swapped, obviously, there. I had the Yankees at 4 falling. A couple of pieces from what I said. And my number 5, I had the Braves.
Okay, yep. Braves. I have the Jays.
I figured.
But they're not wrong.
No.
Braves record is 5 games better than the Jays. Jays are 8-2 in their last 10. Braves are 6-4. Either one. Those teams are both really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
They are just behind the team that just happens to be in their division from New York that are both really, really gooder. And started out, both New York teams started out hot, where the Jays did, then they faltered, the Braves did not, and then they got really good, and the Mets outlasted that so far.
There we go.
Braves and Jays, you're not wrong on either. And I think right behind those guys are the Brewers.
Yep.
Who are 7-3 in their last 10. They're 3 games above St. Louis right now. They're kind of giving themselves a little bit of a cushion for now. Wait a minute. Did they just trade their closer? They did. Never mind.
They did. We'll see how that goes. But either way, yeah, I had them. I had the Jays, obviously Brewers, and then the Padres still kicking around. They've always kind of been in that honorable mention. They're, right in there. Obviously the Cardinals and, Seattle, you sprinkle them in there. And then you got the AL Central, Minnesota, Cleveland. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go right here. On record, White Sox are going to win that division. They're going to represent the AL Central. They
still should, right?
They still should. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're playing better and they're going to make a move, I think, that a lot of people aren't going to see. And they're going to be a contender and a team to watch out for in the playoffs. And I know it's going to be a scary thing that they were one of the most beat up teams in baseball, and they're back.
And I know we didn't mention them in our trades, but what if they got Carlos Rodon back?
I know. I mean, it's going to be there, and hopefully Giolito picks it up. If you're watching this, I got you, AL only team. Made a big trade for you, gave up some big talent. So let's do big things, Giolito.